the season. Of course, Duke's loss out in Maui against Gonzaga. Indiana's only loss was a 1-point defeat at Arkansas. Williamson on the follow.
Long night for Indiana.
Nice cut, and reaching in, though, is Reddish to knock it away, and Duke with numbers to the other end. Reddish wide open for three.
In Maui against Gonzaga, he had an opportunity to drop it to Delorier, didn't do it, tried to take it himself, and it wasn't a bad play, but it might have been a better play to drop it off. Ending this season, he took a lot of heat for not finishing that last play. It's just a different world these guys are in now.
Deron Davis with a nice spinning layup for Indiana.
One of four guys when, not the four now, but you know, Jones, Barrett, Reddish, they can rip and go and take it the other way.
Trey Jones. Again, Indiana can't finish around the rim despite a couple of opportunities, and back come the Blue Devils.
Indiana's tipping the ball around. They need to grab it.
And Duke's making threes. Jay Barrett guarded by Al Durham. Now Marquise Bolden had maybe the best game of his Duke career against Auburn out in Maui. And Trey Jones just so solid, so steady.
But still, with moving the ball a little bit, Duke's able to get the ball into a gap and get all the way to the rim.
Durham the miss, and there finally is a follow that will go. Now let's see if Duke goes right at him. Morgan switched on to Delorier, said to Fitzner, "You get Williamson." Didn't really get him though. The four freshmen and Jab Delorier, the lineup right now for the Blue Devils.
Double stack low.
Spinning is Reddish, has it knocked away. Al Durham comes up with it.
Absolutely will do that. But Archie Miller's pack line defense serves basically as a zone because there's so much help side defense.
What a scoop by Langford.
Out and rebounding, he said you have to make contact on every single shot. You have to start getting those second chance points.
And Allison, thank you. R.J. Barrett with a floater. He's got 7, and the lead grows to 15. Rebound between a couple of Hoosiers, but back comes Langford. The top 5 recruit coming into this year. Give him an assist on the 3 by Fitzner.
Jack White gets Duke extra possessions, and that's what I would call an inspiring hustle player.
That's a pretty inspiring play right there if you're a Duke fan. Williamson with his 3rd dunk of the game already.
It has to feel like they've given some away. Picking up a dribble. You can't pick up your dribble there. He's being guarded by Marquise Bolden.
Barrett leads to the steal, and he's trying to go the distance. Count the bucket and a foul. 4 games, and are they happy to have him back?
So Trey Jones just picking up his 2nd foul, so Alex O'Connell in the ball game. There's a terrific drive by Juwan Morgan. He realized he had a good matchup. This could be a bigger lead. Good pass.
Fitzner open in the corner. Morgan the assist.
Big time pass. Well, that was a big bucket for Indiana. They needed a score.
Freshman Rob Finney at the point, and he turns it over. And you know how that goes.
At the rim. They need to repaint that thing. 2-minute stretch for Indiana. If they can get a couple of stops and a couple of scores and then go into halftime with this under 10.
Carolina scoring double that, 96 points per game. So as they say, Jones follows up the miss.
And it's been efficient. He's not forced anything.
Williamson with a reverse, 2 more for him. He's got 17.
It was all Duke in the first half.
You can basically hold it about a 1.5 second difference. It'll be Williamson getting inside, laying it in.
Reddish has turned the ball over. Durham is a good player. I really like him.
Smith, another missed layup. Langford rejected by Williamson.
This just doesn't happen to Romeo Langford very often. Step for Zion Williamson is to try to keep that thing in bounds because there's nothing else to argue about.
Now he comes up with a steal, and it's going to be an easy 2 for Jones. Zion Williamson doing it all tonight. Now the field goal percentages are almost identical to the score. It's 55-30 Duke. The field goal percentages are 53-29. And R.J. Barrett showing a little bit more of that pull-up mid-range game that we've seen at times this year.
Not been quite as efficient shooting. I think his last 2 games he was like 16 of 45 from the field and 5 of 20 from 3. What a good pass. Justin Smith with a nice drive along the baseline, a little drop-off pass to Juwan Morgan. He covers so much ground, but he's a team player. It's not all about him. And he's done a really good job all year long.
You watch the film, you see how quickly he covers ground, how quickly he closes out. And Romeo recognizes it too. He said, if you try to guard me, you'll know that I'm going fast and playing at a high level.
Indiana's got to start coming back toward the ball. They've got too many guys kind of hiding back there. Good job breaking it by Devontae Green and getting it down to Juwan Morgan where he can finish. So it's rare that the better players don't see each other a lot. What a move. That same play of getting... It's the same play Duke opened the game with.
Williamson has been gambling all night long on defense, trying to come up with the ball. The lob, Barrett the finish.
Alley-oop to R.J. Barrett, and then R.J. Barrett returned the favor. You remember Dominique Wilkins throwing lobs to his teammates?
You know, we've gotten a chance to watch them a lot in practice. We were with them on the Canada tour, saw them in the hotel. Here's another one. I mean, it is a dunk fest right now. That's at least 6 dunks tonight for Zion Williamson.
And there's 12 minutes to go in regulation.
Nick Roberts knocks down a corner 3.
Off a loss in Maui where Reddish had some really good moments, but didn't always play his best, and he certainly hasn't played his best in this one on both ends of the floor. Their offense isn't going the way you want it, and most young players judge their performance by whether their shot goes in or not.
Well, his shot just went in.
It did. Yourself into defense, because 95% of this game, you play 95% of it without the ball in your hands. So are you playing good help side defense?
Snare down with the rebound for Indiana. Midway point of the second half. Oh, this drive. And a rejection by Bolden.
Because nobody called it out. Trey Jones just picked off in transition.
Reddish turns it over again, and Durham knocks down a 3 at the other end. You know, Jay, the largest lead of this game for Duke was 27. As Langford, bothered by White, couldn't finish the dunk, and back come the Blue Devils. Who are we kidding? Jones with a pull-up.
How good is this kid?
But he is playing extremely well. And you know what? There's a joy about him, too, when you watch him play the game. He's having all kinds of fun out there. Nice floater there by Durham with his offhand.
Game on the road for North Carolina.
It's going to be a maze out at Chrysler tomorrow night as the Wolverines host the Tar Heels. Al Durham making some good plays tonight.
Those metrics work out after 6 games.
And we're not privy to the formula. That's one of the issues. But
we're privy to some of the things that they look at. Decent results.
Zion Williamson back into the game for Duke.
Good rebound.
And Delorier puts it back.
Hey, Maui. But, you know, yesterday at practice, Coach K said to him after he made a really good play, and he just made a really good defensive play. What a good sequence for Javin Delorier. He was cramping.
We were not told who carried him off the bus.
What 8 people?
Yeah. Reverse for Reddish.
Yeah, so that the Duke freshmen have a 3-point lead. Make it a 6-point lead.
Yeah. The lead is exactly the same as it was at halftime. A 24-point advantage for Duke. As we go into the final minute of the game, down to 22 after yet another bucket by Durham. Final half minute. And into the game for Indiana, Jake Forrester, a freshman from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, with a bucket. And the Blue Devils bouncing back from their loss to Gonzaga in impressive fashion tonight. The final score at Cameron Indoor Stadium, the Blue Devils 90 and the Hoosiers 69.